Well, if you guys have been looking at the price chart for CRO, you'll see we're down to 13 cents, which is a trend line that I've had drawn out for a while. And we've been talking a lot about the general market weakness. As you've seen what's going on, here's the chart. If you've seen what's going on right now, we had this weekly candle that wicked a little bit higher on some exciting news regarding prediction markets in the President's Media Group, but the weekly candle ended red. Bitcoin's been quite red. And we came and visited this unfortunate trend line at about 12.6 cents. The next level's right at 10 cents. And then below that is really the bottom of this wick down to 6 cents. Are we going to come down to that level? Well, if Bitcoin continues on the path that it's on right now, which is a bear market-like path, October was red, not Uptober, in fact, Downtober. November has started red. The fear in the market is palpable. It's a very interesting time. And in the news, one of the competitors for Crypto.com is right now a part of the conversation. I just thought this was an interesting story that I wanted to share with you guys. Today, the president comes out and says he has no idea who the ex-CEO of Binance is, even though we know the CEO of Crypto.com was in the Oval Office shaking hands with the president. The Crypto.com CEO, who is a large competitor to the Binance exchange, has partnered with the president, and the president claims that he does not know who the ex-CEO of Binance is. With the fear in the market right now, I had a position that closed out earlier slightly in the red, and you know what? I was inclined to go to the short side, and I'm going to let this one roll. I do feel like at this point, now that we've wicked down to 105, we could very easily find lower price levels, even though November is supposed to be a historical bullish month. I've been trading the market, whether it's to the upside or the downside. I'm trading this thing. And so in the description of each video, there are links, affiliate links to trade these markets. We've been waiting for an altcoin season that didn't really happen. We've been hoping for a bullish October and November. That didn't really happen. If we go into a bear market, guys, you have to understand that when the market does dip, the moves are quite large, 25%, 32%, 18%, 14%. When the market goes into a bear market, 16%, 17%, 15%, 37%. There are opportunities to short. And then there's bounces, 16%. Those are big moves for Bitcoin. You could trade Bitcoin. You could trade CRO. Right now, if Bitcoin is going into a bear market, all coins like CRO would hypothetically be right for a short. But I don't think that you look to enter short positions as the altcoins are bouncing off trend lines, right? I mean, I would say, you would be looking for a potential long at these zones. You'd be looking for the short after you get the weekly candle that rejects off of that trend line there, kind of like Blacksea is doing. He's trading CRO right now, and he's currently in a short on CRO. Even though we're bullish on CRO, right? We've talked about $1 CRO coin. We've talked about a $2 CRO coin. And I've, for a long time, believed that these prices are possible. The truth is, we didn't even get close in this bull market. Why is that? Is that because CRO stinks? No, I think that's because the entire altcoin market stinks. That's just the reality of the situation. We didn't put in a new high for the crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10. Altcoins didn't have an altcoin season. Solana is falling bigly right now, breaking below this trend line at 189 with a massive weekly move to the downside, maybe coming back down to 126. If Bitcoin continues on this downward spiral, there's a world where altcoins from their highs in this cycle come down 90%. There's a world where you see that happen. If you see from 37 cents, CRO coin come down 90%, that brings us back down to our bear market lows. That brings us back to maybe even new lows for CRO, which I can't even believe I'm saying out loud. If we do see prices that low for CRO coin, I would be accumulating it personally, because even if you just get back to 37 cents, and again, I think we're going to go to $1 at some point in the future. I believe that. I believe that CRO coin is going to be here for a while. We have a Kronos ETF coming. We have all these bullish things. But if we go into a bear market, the reality is if Bitcoin can crash 70%, which I think Bitcoin can crash 70%, altcoins can crash harder. And I know when I'm saying these things on a YouTube channel that there are people that are going to maybe stop watching these videos. And I hate that idea, but I would hate much more the idea of me coming out here and being a bull when I'm not feeling all that bullish. Okay, I'm not going to say something that I don't really believe. I believe that it is possible we get a recovery here. When you get peak fear happening in the market, maybe this is a fake out. We do have quantitative tightening, and we have all these things that could be happening. There is an argument to be made that we could have continuation to the upside, but historical data for Bitcoin suggests Bitcoin's going into a bear market historically. And if that is happening, altcoins historically have gotten crushed, which means we underperformed. We had a lackluster bull market for altcoins. There were opportunities to make money. And I want to remind you guys, even on CRO, which I know we didn't get to the dollar, we didn't get to some of these higher prices we were hoping for, it had a 785% gain. That's pretty good. And even if you got in, let's say you got in after it had its first rise and you got in at 7 cents, it's still at a 5X. A 5X on your money is actually incredible. It really is. It truly is. It's not a dollar CRO. It's not a 20X, right? But we didn't really have that for Cardano or for Polygon or for any of these other coins. Polkadot or for Avalanche. Solana had a nice move. Toncoin had a nice move. Caspa had a nice move. All the meme coins that you'd never heard of had a nice move. We had some Kronos memes that had crazy moves. We caught some of that action. If we're going into a bear market, I'll be excited to buy the dips. If we're going into a bear market, I'll be really disappointed. But I'll take advantage of the dips. I think if you own a Bitcoin by the year 2040, you'll be a millionaire. Maybe 2050. But if Bitcoin has these epic runs, you're going to see runs for altcoins. It's not like we didn't see a run for CRO. We saw a nice move for CRO. Was it the big move that we were hoping for and talking about? No, but you didn't really see that for the entirety of the altcoin season. There was no altcoin season. Arguably, the only altcoin season we really had, if this is the end, was in 2024, November, December of 2024. I hope we get a recovery in November. If we don't, people are calling for a bullish December. I want to know what you guys think. Can we have a bullish December if we have a bearish November? Are the 4-year cycles over? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to do some trading, regardless of the moves in the market, check out the affiliate links in the description down below. There are free sign-up bonuses there for you, deposit bonuses if you want to check them out. Continue to do your own research, my friends. Please know I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. I'm here to report on the crypto news, tell you my feelings on this market as I've done day in, day out, and we'll continue to do that even if we're going into the dreaded bear market. Do you think we are? Let me know in the comments down below. See you next time. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.